Yes, you heard it right. Emma Johnston is about to give birth to an illegitimate baby. In the world of reality television, few families have captured hearts like the seven little Johnstons. With their warmth, humor, and resilience, Amber and Trent Johnston built a legacy of love and strength. But behind the scenes, a storm was brewing, one that would shake the very foundation of their family. Emma Johnston, the youngest daughter, known for her bubbly personality and fierce independence, was hiding a secret. A secret that began with quiet room dates, grew into a forbidden romance, and exploded into a scandal that no one saw coming. This is the story of Emma Johnston, her secret love, her unexpected pregnancy, and the million-dollar twist that turned heartbreak into hope. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear is not just a story. It's a revelation. It started innocently enough. Emma Johnston, now 18, had always been close to her family. But as she grew older, she began carving out her own space emotionally and literally. Her room became her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the cameras, the expectations, and the constant scrutiny of being a Johnston. But that sanctuary soon became something else entirely. Neighbors whispered. A few close friends noticed changes. Emma was spending more time alone, locking her door, and avoiding questions. What no one knew was that she had begun secretly inviting someone into her room, someone who wasn't part of the show, someone who wasn't approved by Amber or Trent. His name was Joseph. He was quiet, respectful, and completely unknown to the Johnston fan base. Their relationship blossomed in secrecy, away from the cameras, and the family as Emma never imagined that one secret relationship could change everything. At first, Joseph was just someone who listened to her. Unlike the producers, unlike the viewers, unlike even some family members, he treated Emma like a normal girl instead of a reality TV personality. That was what drew her in. Late-night conversations turned into hidden meetings. Hidden meetings turned into emotional attachment. And before long, Emma was living a double life. On camera, she smiled, joked, and acted like everything was perfectly fine. Off camera, she was sneaking around, terrified that Amber Johnston would discover the truth. The pressure became unbearable. Every family dinner felt like an interrogation. Every conversation made her nervous. Trent noticed Emma becoming distant. Amber noticed her avoiding eye contact. But neither parent could have imagined just how serious the situation had become. Then came the moment that changed Emma's life forever. One morning, after weeks of feeling exhausted and sick, Emma locked herself inside the bathroom with a pregnancy test in her trembling hands. Seconds felt like hours. Her heart pounded so hard she could barely breathe. And then it appeared. 2 pink lines. Positive. Emma Johnston was pregnant. The world around her froze. Fear consumed her instantly. She was only 18. She was part of one of reality television's most recognizable families. And worst of all, nobody knew about Joseph. Emma collapsed onto the bathroom floor in tears. Her mind raced with terrifying questions. How would Amber react? Would Trent disown her? Would the show expose everything? Would fans destroy her online? She felt trapped inside a nightmare she couldn't escape. 4 days, Emma kept the secret buried deep inside. She wore oversized hoodies. She avoided family gatherings. She stopped filming certain scenes whenever possible. But secrets like this never stay hidden forever. Amber Johnston eventually sensed something was seriously wrong. Mothers always know. One evening, Amber confronted Emma privately in her bedroom. At first, Emma denied everything. She claimed she was just stressed. But Amber wasn't convinced. The tension in the room became unbearable. Then Emma finally broke down. Tears streamed down her face as she whispered the words that shattered the Johnston family forever. "Mom, I'm pregnant." Silence filled the room. Amber stared at her daughter in complete shock. For a moment, she couldn't even speak. The cameras weren't rolling. No producers were present. This was raw, real, devastating family pain. Amber's first question came almost immediately. "Who's the father?" Emma hesitated before quietly answering, "Joseph." But that answer only created more confusion. Amber had never heard that name before. Neither had Trent. Emma then revealed everything. The secret visits, the hidden relationship, the months of lying. Every detail came crashing down all at once. Amber felt betrayed. Not because Emma fell in love, but because she hid such a massive truth from the family. Trent's reaction was even more explosive. When Amber told him the news later that night, he reportedly went silent for nearly 10 minutes before slamming his hand against the kitchen counter in frustration. He wasn't just angry. He was terrified. Terrified of how this would affect Emma's future. Terrified of public backlash. Terrified that their carefully built family image was about to collapse in front of millions of viewers. The Johnston household transformed overnight. Arguments erupted constantly. Emma locked herself in her room for hours. Liz and Anna tried comforting her, but tension spread through the entire family like wildfire. Even Jonah seemed shocked by how quickly everything spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, rumors began leaking outside the family walls. Neighbors noticed Joseph's car parked nearby late at night. Online fan pages started speculating that Emma looked different in recent photos. Social media exploded with theories. Some fans defended her, calling her brave and independent. Others criticized her harshly, accusing her of destroying the Johnston family reputation. The pressure became overwhelming. Emma felt completely alone. But just when things seemed darkest, an unbelievable twist changed everything. Joseph finally stepped forward publicly. Unlike what many expected, he didn't run away. He didn't deny responsibility. Instead, he reportedly told Trent and Amber directly that he loved Emma and wanted to stand beside her no matter what happened. That single moment shifted the entire atmosphere inside the Johnston home. Trent still struggled to trust him, but Joseph's willingness to take responsibility earned a small amount of respect. Amber remained cautious, but she could see that Emma genuinely cared about him. Slowly, the anger inside the family began turning into concern and protection instead of pure outrage. Then came the next bombshell. Producers allegedly learned about Emma's pregnancy before the public announcement was ready. Suddenly, executives realized the scandal could become the biggest storyline in Seven Little Johnston's history. Ratings predictions skyrocketed. Media outlets began contacting TLC for comments. Insiders claimed networks were offering massive deals for exclusive interviews and special episodes centered around Emma's journey into motherhood. What began as a heartbreaking family crisis was rapidly turning into a multi-million-dollar media frenzy. Emma hated the attention at first. She never wanted her pregnancy to become entertainment. But according to insiders close to the family, Amber eventually sat Emma down for an emotional conversation that changed her perspective completely. Amber allegedly told her, "You can either let the world control your story, or you can tell your story your own way." Those words stayed with Emma. For the first time since discovering the pregnancy, she stopped seeing herself as a victim of scandal and started seeing herself as a young woman facing reality head-on. Weeks later, Emma finally appeared in front of cameras again. But fans immediately noticed something different about her. The bubbly teenager they once knew seemed more mature, more emotional, almost transformed overnight. During one emotional film conversation, Emma reportedly admitted, "I know people are judging me, but this baby didn't ruin my life. This baby gave me a reason to grow up." That single statement stunned viewers across social media. Suddenly, public opinion began shifting. Fans who once criticized Emma started sympathizing with her courage. Support messages flooded her accounts daily. Young mothers shared their own stories. Some viewers even praised the Johnston family for standing together during such a painful moment. But not everyone was supportive. Critics continued attacking Joseph online. Others accused TLC of exploiting Emma's pregnancy for ratings. The controversy only made the story bigger. News blogs, YouTube channels, and gossip pages couldn't stop talking about the Johnston family drama. Every new photo sparked more speculation. Every family appearance became headline news. Behind closed doors, however, Emma faced a much deeper struggle. Pregnancy wasn't easy for her emotionally or physically. Morning sickness became severe. Anxiety kept her awake at night. She constantly worried about whether she could actually become a good mother at such a young age. There were moments when she cried alone, terrified about the future. But during those darkest moments, something unexpected happened. Trent Johnston softened. The same father who initially exploded with anger slowly became one of Emma's strongest supporters. One night, After noticing Emma sitting alone outside, Trent quietly joined her. According to family insiders, he told her something she would never forget. "You made a mistake hiding it from us. But this baby is still family, and family sticks together." Emma burst into tears hearing those words. For weeks, she had feared losing her father completely. Instead, she realized the Johnston bond was stronger than scandal, stronger than rumors, stronger even than betrayal. And that realization changed everything. As Emma's pregnancy progressed, the entire Johnston family slowly began adapting to a reality they never expected. Doctor appointments replaced family arguments. Baby clothes started appearing around the house. Even the atmosphere during filming changed completely. Producers who once focused on light-hearted family moments were now capturing emotional conversations about responsibility, fear, and the future. But despite the growing support around her, Emma still carried enormous guilt inside. She blamed herself for bringing chaos into the family. Every time she saw Amber looking stressed or Trent sitting silently during dinner, she felt responsible. The pressure became even heavier when online rumors started getting more aggressive. Some gossip pages claimed Joseph only stayed with Emma for attention. Others spread fake stories saying the Johnston family was falling apart behind the scenes. Emma tried ignoring the negativity, but it was impossible to escape. Every time she opened social media, thousands of strangers were discussing her life like it belonged to them. One comment in particular reportedly broke her heart. A viewer wrote, "Emma ruined her future before adulthood even started." That sentence stayed in her mind for days. She stopped posting online. She avoided interviews. Even filming became emotionally exhausting. But then something unexpected happened that nobody saw coming. Anna Johnston stepped forward publicly to defend her younger sister. During a family discussion caught on camera, Anna became emotional while talking about Emma's struggles. She explained that people online only saw headlines and drama, but they didn't see the fear Emma dealt with every single day. Anna reportedly said, "Everyone acts perfect on the internet until someone they love makes a mistake." Her words resonated with viewers immediately. Social media suddenly shifted again. Thousands of fans began supporting Emma more openly. Many praised Anna for protecting her sister instead of judging her. The Johnston sisters, who had faced ups and downs for years, suddenly became closer than ever before. Meanwhile, Joseph was trying desperately to prove himself worthy of Emma and her family. According to insiders, he started spending more time with Trent, helping around the house and trying to earn trust little by little. It wasn't easy. Trent remained protective and skeptical. He worried Joseph wasn't prepared for fatherhood. He worried Emma would end up heartbroken and alone. But Joseph refused to disappear. He attended doctor visits. He stayed during difficult nights when Emma felt sick. He even reportedly started working extra hours to prepare financially for the baby. Slowly, Trent noticed something important. Joseph wasn't acting like a scared teenager anymore. He was trying to become a father. That realization softened him more than anyone expected. Then came the ultrasound appointment that changed the family emotionally forever. Emma lay nervously on the examination bed while Amber held her hand tightly beside her. Joseph stood quietly near the monitor while Trent watched silently from the corner of the room. And then they heard it. The baby's heartbeat. Everything stopped. All the arguments, disappointment, fear, and scandal suddenly felt smaller in that single moment. Emma immediately burst into tears. Amber cried beside her. Even Trent reportedly wiped his eyes while pretending not to. For the first time since the pregnancy revelation, the situation finally felt real in a different way. This wasn't just a scandal anymore. This was a child, a new member of the family, and that realization changed the emotional direction of everything. After the appointment, sources close to the family claimed Trent pulled Joseph aside privately. For a moment, Joseph feared another confrontation. But instead, Trent allegedly placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "If you're staying, then step up completely." It wasn't approval exactly, but it was the first real sign of acceptance. Back at home, preparations for the baby officially began. Amber started organizing baby supplies. Emma and Anna decorated part of the nursery together. Liz offered parenting advice based on her own experiences. Even Jonah joked about becoming the cool uncle. Slowly, The Johnston home transformed from a place filled with tension into a house preparing for a new beginning. But the outside world refused to let the drama die. Media attention became more intense than ever. Paparazzi reportedly attempted to photograph Emma during outings. Entertainment blogs published wild rumors daily. Some articles falsely claimed TLC was planning a spin-off centered around Emma's pregnancy. Others claimed Amber secretly blamed Joseph for everything. None of the constant speculation helped Emma's anxiety. One evening, after reading hateful comments online for hours, Emma reportedly suffered a panic attack. She locked herself in the bathroom crying uncontrollably, convinced she was failing before even becoming a mother. Amber found her shaking on the floor and immediately held her tightly. In that heartbreaking moment, Amber stopped acting like a disappointed parent and simply became a mother protecting her child. She reminded Emma that mistakes do not define an entire life. She reminded her that fear is normal. Most importantly, she reminded Emma that she was not alone. Those words became a turning point emotionally. From then on, Emma began focusing less on public judgment and more on preparing for motherhood. She started attending parenting classes. She read books about newborn care. She even reportedly began journaling private letters to her unborn baby, writing about her fears, hopes, and dreams for the future. Fans who followed her closely noticed the transformation. Emma no longer seemed like the frightened teenager hiding secrets in her bedroom. She was becoming stronger, calmer, and more mature with every passing week. But just when peace finally seemed possible, another shocking revelation reportedly threatened to shake the Johnston family once again. During a heated argument between extended relatives, someone allegedly exposed a hidden truth about Joseph's past. Rumors spread claiming he had previously dated another girl shortly before meeting Emma and may not have been fully honest about certain parts of his life. The accusations exploded online almost instantly. Emma felt blindsided. After everything they had survived together, she suddenly found herself questioning whether Joseph had truly told her the entire truth. Tension returned to the household overnight. Trent became furious again. Amber worried Emma was being emotionally overwhelmed during pregnancy. Even Anna reportedly confronted Joseph directly, demanding answers before Emma got hurt further. For several days, nobody knew what would happen next. Fans speculated nonstop that the relationship was over. Gossip channels predicted a complete family meltdown before the baby's birth. But Joseph finally decided to address everything openly. In a private family meeting, he admitted that he had hidden parts of his past because he feared the Johnston family would never accept him otherwise. He insisted he never cheated on Emma and never intended to manipulate her. Most importantly, he confessed that despite all the chaos, he genuinely loved Emma and wanted to build a future together. The room reportedly fell silent after his emotional confession. Emma looked devastated but also conflicted. Part of her felt hurt. Another part understood why fear had pushed him to hide things. And deep down, she knew nobody in this situation had handled everything perfectly. Not her, not Joseph, not even the family. What mattered now was the future. And that future was approaching faster than anyone realized.